Stream hasn't even started yet, and they're asking for managers. Meat Train is the manager. Meat Train manages the aquatic rescue department of the stream. What's up, Paladin? Hey, Meat Train, how you doing? I remembered to take off the starting soon. Off to a good start, I think. I think we stopped right at the continued prologue going into episode 2. I hope isn't like an hour-long thing again, but we'll see. Zach's just been smoking for some time now.
But then immediately afterwards, she went insane. So you had no choice but to detain her.
It's good, Mitri.
What a terribly convenient story. You were the first person to find the suspect hiding at a farm on the edge of town. And you even got her to confess to the crime, right then and there. Did anyone else get a chance to hear Galina's confession?
Only us.
How did you even find that shack in the first place?
Metaphysical offender profiling.
Oh, okay, obviously, yes. I'm sorry, you're in the clear now. We'll just go.
Meta what? Should I know this word?
Metaphysical offender profiling. The term appears 6 times in the Lucare report.
Wonder if that means there are 6 episodes. I don't know.
And 14 times in the 2010 Greenvale report.
Were there 14 episodes in Greenvale in the first game? Maybe. If they're referring to like the end of episode, like going over the case thing, then maybe. What's up, Automata? Any much accredited science? Did you just sub me, Train? Wait, no? I'm confused. Never mind.
As long as you're solving cases, the people in charge don't really care what sort of words you use. But we're different. You utilized a highly abnormal method to instantly hone in on a suspect. Then you did it again and again. And every time you used it, one term kept appearing in your files. Metaphysical offender profiling. Mr. Morgan, would you mind explaining to us what this term means?
One of your messages didn't have the sub badge on it for some reason. Denied your individualism. It's truly a shame. One more cog running the stream. They're all important though. I mean, the whole machine doesn't work if there's a cog out of place.
We could try.
But probably too dumb to understand it.
But no matter what words we used, you'd never be able to understand.
Yeah, basically. Hey, what's up, GP? The thickest cogs are potentially the most important. He's got cancer, Meat Train. Show some respect. Have some damned tact.
You see, it doesn't pertain to this side. Come, my fairy. Stop hiding back there and give them the explanation they so desire. What?
What?
You're too shy?
Dark laughter. Stone colded yourself? Gave yourself the stunner?
Mr. Morgan? Mr. Morgan!
Come on out. Don't be afraid. You can do it. It's okay. Come on. Come
on. Sometimes you gotta up the what to really, show the seriousness of the situation.
Is that all you have to say? Don't underestimate me, Morgan. I know you and the Clarksons share a deeper connection. Much deeper than how it appears on the surface. I need to shake him with something else that's directly connected to the
I went with
Clarksons.
Heichel's advice, and I changed the switch to 720p. He said that might help with the frame rate, so we'll see.
I'm gonna jog his memory by force.
Police brutality. Old, messy letters.
Those letters look very old.
I hope they are, because it doesn't run very good right now. Look at that smash invitation.
The postmark suggests they were sent out from Louisiana. And I suspect that dragonfly mark belongs to the Clarkson family.
Maybe. So what if it does?
A stalker has been harassing Patricia Clarkson for several years now. Did you know about this? Constant
Maybe.
silent phone calls, unmarked letters. She also spotted a suspicious figure lurking near her mansion several times. And just last week, her employees spotted a strange figure lurking in the vicinity. The day someone else coincidentally used your alias and traveled to Louisiana.
That's very intriguing. Aligned symbolism.
Lise Clarkson also reported being harassed by a stalker just before she was murdered. You're aware of this, correct?
I think she's just kind of sitting weird on the chair.
Because I
When it
didn't
gets-
find any mention
no,
of this
she's
in
got-
the report.
Got a curvature to her. You just like Zach. Understandable. Yeah, this is the origin story of Guy Fieri.
No direct connection to the case. That's what we must have thought.
The visionary lies to himself. The liar.
Caution. The enemy is approaching.
16 months Steakerino.
16-month streakerino pog.
Thanks, D-Fresh. That is a high-ticket menu item. Not just anyone could order that. But thank you for the resub. And for 16 months, it's a lot. Yeah, Meat Train didn't get to have his like personalized message. They're like, oh, it's Meat Train, whatever. Hope you've been doing well, D-Fresh. Hope things are good.
Which are you?
That's enough for now.
Get out of my house.
This all has nothing to do with the case. Besides, there's no evidence that proves those letters are from her. Isn't that right, my fairy?
Let me take a hit on this shit. He smokes weed throughout the entire the questioning. Let's talk about the first game.
Mr. Morgan,
Rough day
I noticed
today?
that several parts
That
of this
sucks.
report have been redacted.
At least tomorrow's Friday. I've had a pretty busy week. Pulling 40 hours now. I've had less time to stream. Mainly less energy because it's like, you know, wake up, sleep early-ish, wake up, go to work, come back, hang out for a while. Then if I stream, it's like, well, right, back to bed again. And only getting like 6 hours if I stream until midnight.
For example, here. One individual's name has been erased from the key figure list. Would you mind telling me why?
Someone in charge must have thought it was unimportant. Or maybe even inappropriate.
FK. That sucks, man. If you want to talk about it or whatever, you know, I'm always on Discord. Not like more than just sending you memes. Yeah, you already know that.
Why would they think that?
How should we know? We've never understood what those people do.
Well, I took the liberty of trying to restore what was taken out. Normal ink was used to blot it out, so I was able to recover part of it.
Damn. No, I should have used that special ink.
Here's what it says. Sapling salesman.
Yeah, I figured it was gonna be FK himself.
All the other redacted parts seem to be connected to this person, but I can't think of a single reason why this individual would need to be removed from the report. Why is he so untouchable?
Well, we murdered him, I think. Right?
Him.
He seems to have been murdered.
He's nothing. We were barking up the wrong tree.
Meaning?
Can't include someone who doesn't exist in an official report, now can we?
Doesn't exist. You mean he had nothing to do with the case?
Yeah, you could say that.
Nope, nothing to concentrate on. Maybe this will be the last bit of this, like, intro to episode 2. I get it,
Mr.
Paladin.
Morgan. According to you, at the beginning of this case, the victim's body was being stored in the warehouse on purpose. Is that the truth? They really put her body there alongside food and other perishables?
Well, they didn't want the body to go bad. What's going on? Back into episode 2. Which I guess every episode's probably going to start with, like, them still questioning Zach, and then it'll jump back into Le Carre. I switched the resolution or whatever to 720p from the Switch, so like the stream quality itself is still going to be 720p regardless. So apparently, I heard that helps with the frame rate. So I'm interested to get back out into the town and see if it runs any better.
It's in the report.
No. The report only says it was stored using the most effective and shockingly inhuman method possible.
If you can think of a better phrase, we're all ears.
The report isn't wrong, you know.
Frozen block thing never seemed realistic. You'd need like a giant ice cube tray sort of thing. And like have the body parts floating in the middle or something. Or like held underneath. I don't know. It would be hard to do, I'd imagine.
In fact, that might actually be the most accurate way of describing it. It's precise, and it's also kinda poetic.
Wow, Simon. We never would have taken you for a poet.
Hope as the episodes go by, York just gets like more and more high. High laughter.
Right?
You two think this is a joke? Lise Clarkson's body was discovered in that cold storage
Y'all think this is a
warehouse
fucking game?
after 14 long years. If you'd only done a proper investigation, we probably would have found her much sooner.
I don't know. If I had to pick one, I'd go Paper Mario. But I still have Deadly Premonition to play, so I might hold off on Paper Mario for now until I beat this. I've heard sort of mixed things about Ghost of Tsushima. But I don't know, I'll look into it. Maybe I'll play it at some point, but not in any kind of rush to. You mean for the next game? Or like the future of Paper Mario from this point on?
That poor girl.
It's going mobile.
We still regret the fact that we never got to meet her.
Yeah, Last of Us 2 is that's I don't know, insanely mixed. You've been playing that, GP? I still want to have an in-depth talk about that because I actually watched some reaction videos to that game today, and a lot of very different opinions on how that goes. Gonna start this weekend. Yeah, I want to talk about it. I don't know when we'll get around to it, but that's a story that's gonna linger for me.
We're sorry from the bottoms of our hearts.
I only hope it didn't happen that way by design.
I will say that game is a bad game. That is that. Whoever says otherwise, they're wrong. They listen to the fans, but they still kept the combat that everyone criticized. That's unfortunate. Want to talk about it? There's an achievement in Last of Us Part 1. The thing is, like, Last of Us Part 1 is, like, it's good. It's a really great game. And, like, the ending is what it is, which, you know, leaves room for discussion. But I feel like it was rather short-lived discussion. I could honestly do without the Super Paper Mario story. I don't even remember it much, honestly, just that it being, like, strangely dark.
Will you comfort me? Thank you, my fairy.
The pendant laughter.
I knew it wouldn't go that easily. Maybe I should try asking my questions in a different way.
Maybe if I yell the questions.
I could use Agent Jones here.
Yeah, Zach's very high. Eat anything cool today? Had Arby's for lunch. That was pretty good. I have nothing to, like, concentrate, focus on. Let's talk about movies.
It's bugging you, isn't it, Aaliyah?
Yeah, gimmicks like fighting office equipment and stuff like that. I'm just gonna play it and hope that it's, like, pretty charming. And I don't know. I don't know much about the combat system. Is it all that spinny circle thing? I don't know.
Huh? What?
I get it. It's bugging me too.
Why all these milk cartons are duct taped behind me.
It's even got my heart racing a little. I mean, look at this. Nothing but DVDs. Not a single Blu-ray in sight, just pure, unadulterated DVDs.
There's even some pornos in there.
And he's got VHS tapes, too.
Spaceballs? That's cool.
I don't even have a VHS player in my house anymore. Whoa, look at this. Check it out.
Now, I mean, that's not necessary.
This one's got a lot of pizza in it, remember?
Yeah, now you've taken the joke too far.
You're not wrong, Simon. There's a very large quantity of pizza in that film. 1987, directed by Mel Brooks. The version on that tape is the one we recorded back when you could catch it on cable TV.
Seriously? Damn, Morgan, that's incredible. You're really living the dream, man.
Movies all day, every day.
I hope you both haven't forgotten that this conversation is also being recorded.
And streamed live on the internet.
Agent Jones. Are you paying attention? Or do you intend to waste Mr. Morgan's precious time?
No. Sorry.
I'm not paying attention. This happens all in the name. I remember bits and pieces of Spaceballs. Of course, they were just referencing Pizza the Hut. Probably one of the more memorable characters from that movie.
I'm just a little tired.
Maybe just because he's gross. I don't know.
I'm listening.
Take your hand out of your pocket. Didn't they teach you any manners at Quantico?
Oh, right. Guess they slipped my mind. My bad. I'm actually kind of nervous. I'm not used to this sort of thing. Data analysis is my specialty, you know. I'm sure I'd be able to calm down a bit if I had some pizza, though.
Shameless laugh. I think so. I think that's where that... Yeah, almost certain that's where that's from. Playing pocket pool, it's very inappropriate. I enjoy the dark laughter. Maybe AMAC. I would hope it's not as long as that first introduction bit.
The FBI needs to do something about their lack of personnel. I'll have to ask the questions myself. But how should I start?
Maybe with
I
this.
should look back over the files and calmly reassess the situation.
What about the window? I don't get to ask about the window? That's dumb. Missing out on hot dialogue.
Just the usual around here. No need to worry.
The Xbox showcase? Yeah, sure, AMAC. I don't know. I don't really care about the Xbox Series X console. Like, if there's something on that I wanted to play, I'd just play it on PC. I see no reason to have an Xbox console at this point. Oh, that guy? Isn't that more like the effect of being bullied? Not sure like what a bully emote would be. But that would be the effect.
The usual?
Yes. A strange person lives upstairs. Every now and then, he makes noise.
What's strange about him?
Several years ago, a woman was murdered upstairs. Her husband still lives there.
Yikes.
He's ex-BPD, and apparently he's still searching for the killer. But it seems like they cut all support for the investigation due to
Is it the
decreased
guy from
funding.
Memento upstairs? Stadia is the Stadia killer? Yeah, probably. Yeah, that guy's... he's having a rough time.
The team on the case wanted to keep working on it, but the suits would...
Like, I'll watch the conference thing and hope it's better than the previous one with all of that quote-unquote gameplay.
A tale as old as time. Due to his situation, perhaps, he's been making a lot more noise recently. Like you just heard.
I didn't notice noise.
You never noticed anything, Agent Jones.
Well, I did hear some loud noises every now and then. But I didn't think they were real noises coming from upstairs.
Thanks to that free trial, I got what I wanted to get out of Stadia, which was a playthrough of Guilt. And that was like the one exclusive thing that they had, so now it's like, alright, that's cool. Neat idea. Nintendo Direct on the 20th? Yeah, they gotta talk about, like, if they're gonna do that Mario thing, they gotta start talking about that pretty soon.
I mean, look at him.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's not like he's reacting to the noise. He always just went about his business as usual for all the years I've watched him. So I just figured it was coming from the TV.
You really amaze me sometimes.
Maybe this will be the last thing.
After you arrested Galena Clarkson, you had a run-in with the Clarksons.
Yeah, this seems like it's probably leading into it. Yeah, I mean, Breath of the Wild is probably coming along pretty well, but probably not near a release date.
At least that's what it says in the report. What exactly happened there?
And I guess Metroid Prime and Bayonetta 3 are probably still in the works, one would imagine.
Just a simple run-in, that's all. Nothing but a single phenomenon. Chasing hollow instances like that won't lead you closer to the truth.
Agent Simon or whatever, Me-Train?
Truth doesn't work like that.
A hollow phenomenon, which resulted in a mountain of corpses.
Yes, my corpses.
Oh, Belle. We think we finally understand what you're trying to say. But don't be so voracious. How about another cup of coffee? We've still got a long way to go, you know.
This is only episode 2. And now we're probably back. Simon's the final boss. Uh-oh.
Yes. It's coarsely ground, so there should only be 4 teaspoons per cup. No more, no less. Next, the coffee travels from the funnel to the siphon.
Welcome to Zach's coffee tutorial.
Simon, normally you only do surveillance in order to gather data, correct? Hiding microphones and cameras, sifting through garbage, wiretapping, shadowing, tracing credit card histories. You'll do whatever it takes to gather data in order to prevent crimes. That's how the FBI works.
Well, yeah, you're right.
The way the kitchen looks, and then this room that they're in currently seem very different. There's nothing like the wall of the kitchen isn't kind of... it feels like it was like cut from somewhere else and just kind of put in there. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's interesting, yeah.
No reason in hiding it now, I guess. Why do you ask?
Our Southern Belle has adopted a very peculiar MO. It's almost like she has a special power, just like us.
The Sanctuary probably is.
You've been watching us this entire time, haven't you, Belle? From that window.
I don't need to answer that question.
You came here on New Year's Eve, then spent 49 hours watching us until you returned to your hotel room last night. You observed us the entire time without sleep or rest. And you only ate once. Some pizza delivered by Simon.
That's pretty persistent. Does it actually, AMAC?
Aside from that, you never drank any water or relieved yourself. You simply sat there and continued to watch us.
Makes me think of Sniper Wolf and her persistency.
You have visions, too, don't you? You came here solely to hear us talk, didn't you?
That'd be a neat nod to his previous game.
But then, why bother watching us for over 2 days beforehand?
I'll play D4 sometime. I played all of Swery's games now. Well, all 3 of them, I guess. If you only eat pizza, you don't need to pee. It's, yeah, probably true, but it's sitting there for like 49 hours or whatever. Hey, Fuel, I'm doing okay. Had some time to stream. I haven't been lacking the streams all week, so wanted to get a bit further in this game.
You didn't come to talk with us. You came because you wanted to see this apartment with your own eyes.
You must be a D4 fan.
And because you're already convinced of something.
But she thinks, I guess she thinks Zach was like the real killer of the case.
Isn't that right? He who fights with monsters should see to it that he himself does not become a monster. And if you gaze long into an abyss, the abyss also gazes into you.
But
Oh. Coffee. Thank you, my fairy. If you hadn't been paying attention, this coffee would have all gone to waste. The pus
What?
in our brains
He's back over here now.
really has a way of interfering with our lives.
Verdugo. In what language is that, fridge? Also, I don't know if we have pus in our brains? I don't know. Go nuts with your book? Make more TikTok videos? Well, you know, gotta pass the time somehow. Zach can teleport, seems like.
Oh my god!
What's up, AC guys? Now is it Lucari time or nope? Still coffee.
Oh. What the Christ? This is friggin' delicious.
The funnier thing to say there is "Oh my Christ," because at least that's like similar. How it goes? It goes okay. Been a busy week, but figured I should hop on, play some more Adventures of York.
I thought I was gonna shit myself for a second there. Come on, Aaliyah, take a sip. Trust me. I'm not exaggerating here.
It's tasty. It's tasty.
Good time. Looks like Kevin.
It's better than any coffee I've ever tasted.
Of course it is. Coffee is a sacred drink. Coffee saved us. If not for its oracle, we would be on the other side right now. So I never forget to pay my respects to coffee. Especially at critical moments like this.
Yeah, you're not wrong, AC guy.
Big black
Coffee's
cumulonimbus
people.
clouds are in the sky. And that sound. Thunder snow is coming.
Thunder snow. Still, there's more. I want to like go back to town though.
Do you hear that thunder? It's probably gonna snow soon.
That's an odd statement.
We're in Massachusetts. That's the norm for this time of year.
Well, I'm not used to the cold. If possible, I'd like to finish this up before we get stuck in a snowstorm. Agent Jones, after we're done here, Agent Jones, is something the matter?
Oh, he's got the diarrhea.
Snap out of it.
We drugged the coffee. We got him.
Oh, sorry.
Like it's, I don't know. The first one was pretty long. Yeah, he did almost shit himself. Now he, like, actually, about that, actually did a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Do you? Then stop daydreaming.
Yeah, it's just been a lot of talking so far, AC guy. Then Zach made coffee.
Okay.
You just what?
Shit my pants.
My stomach's been letting some thunder loose, too.
Thunder?
That coffee was just so good,
It what? We don't have all day here.
The coffee was just so good, it, summoned forth a massive tsunami from within me.
Excuse me? What is wrong with you? Now is really not the time for this.
This guy is very fired.
Right door at the end of the hallway.
Thanks, pal. Hold on. You can make it. We can do this. It's not very far.
We promise you, we did not put laxatives in the coffee. Coffee is a sacred drink, remember?
Motherfucker. There's no doubt that the report omitted information linking Morgan to the Clarksons. I need to get him to confess. Oh yeah. That reminds me. There's a secret weapon in Agent Jones's briefcase.
Okay. Let's talk about your indulgence.
Mr. Morgan, I heard that you were always a smoker. Did you ever wonder if that was the reason you contracted your illness?
Like Californian and with like a mix of like
What
Southern
does
in there.
that have to do with this case?
What happened to my camera? I'm streaming off of like a capture card, so I'm kind of facing my TV, so it'd be kind of weird to have my webcam on, I think, since I'd just be facing fully to the side. That seems odd.
Nothing. I'm just personally curious about it.
Sometimes people die in car accidents, regardless of how well they take care of their health. Other times they slip on their bathroom floors and crack open their heads. Isn't that right, my fairy?
It's a very Final Destination way to go. Yep, still using that Elgato.
I'm not concerned with statistics. I'm just curious about you, right here, right now.
Like, worst thing about it is the audio delay. So if I was listening with headphones, the audio for me would be delayed by like a second or two. Remote cam on top of the TV. Yeah, that could kind of work. But I've noticed, like, I can listen to sound coming from the TV and it doesn't really get picked up. Because the voices usually will kind of get picked up by the mic, but they haven't been.
We switched over from nicotine to this.
That's pretty cool.
It's less addictive. That's one step in the right direction, isn't it?
Perhaps. If we're talking about withdrawal symptoms or physical dependencies. But it still seems like you're smoking too much at once. Honestly, it looks to me like you have a mental dependency.
Maybe. But so what if we do?
I just love the ganja.
Surely you know about gateway drugs, yes? When a person starts to use one drug, it becomes much easier for them to branch out and try other drugs as well. The first drug acts as the gateway that leads them to stronger substances.
Oh, that's why they call it gateway drugs. I see. Okay.
Oh. Are you trying to say that's going to happen to us?
No. I'm simply saying there's a possibility.
Secret weapon time. Gateway anime.
Have you ever seen this before?
A foe?
And please, don't say no.
Sang Rouge. The drug we once chased. What about it?
Sang Rouge is still circulating. It's changed shape and its composition is slightly different now. But it's still very much alive.
He's doing a lot of shit in there.
But only in a very limited part of Louisiana. You aren't surprised? Did you somehow know this would happen?
He's a ventriloquist. I guess I'm looking more at the subtitles and like their lip movements.
Copies of another drug being circulated isn't exactly a rare case.
But Sang Rouge is special. The inimitable Enigma powder. The origin. It has many names, and no one was ever able to copy it. We've also been trying to figure out what it's made from ever since it appeared.
I don't know if I'm not much of an anime guy. I don't keep up with like new anime or anything like that, but I've seen a fair amount of animes. Gateway was... I was thinking back on like what was probably the first anime I watched. It was probably something on Toonami or Adult Swim. So probably Dragon Ball Z, Outlaw Star, Cowboy Bebop. Something along those lines was probably like the first one I actually got into.
But it's impossible to analyze. After all, it appears to be made from common ingredients that can be found anywhere. But if you try to use those ingredients, all you'll end up with is a mundane hallucinogen like DMT. If you're lucky. No. Sang Rouge requires a special recipe.
Voltron was a bomb. I remember liking Outlaw Star. Should probably revisit that at some point, yeah.
The original recipe, which someone's been guarding this entire time.
Colonel Sanders.
Someone who survived the incident in Le Carré.
Back to the letters.
Immediately after they found Lisa's body, I went to go see Patricia. In order to interrogate her, of course.
So you told us.
I've seen like half of Steins Gate Zero. I have seen all of Steins Gate though. I enjoyed that show.
But I was unable to...
There's a movie as well, right?
She refused to speak with you, didn't she?
Movie was also pretty good. Yep, Zach's a murderer. And on drugs of all sorts constantly.
That's so like her.
No. She didn't get the chance to.
'Cause she's dead.
You see, she's gone missing.
What?
To put it more accurately, no one's seen her since the afternoon of the 28th.
It's like sci-fi, it's got time travel elements to it.
According to her employees, she shut herself up in her room for several months before she disappeared. But since that sort of thing happened often, they didn't think anything of it. On the morning of New Year's Eve, they noticed her window was open, and when they went up to check on her, she was gone. But no one knows how long her window had been open for. This is just my hypothesis, but on December 28th, a strange man visited Le Carré and was spotted near her mansion. That man must have found some way to lure Patricia into his car.
Probably candy or some sort of ice cream.
The '89 Cadillac that he bought used. Then, the two of them drove north to Trenton where they boarded a train to Boston. They would have arrived here around midnight on the 29th, or perhaps early morning on the 30th. I believe this man is the same Billy Bishop whose name was previously recorded by the airline. So, what do you think of my guess? I'd love to hear your opinion as a former FBI special agent.
Now we get it. We aren't persons of interest. We're the suspects. But what about our alibi?
What alibi? enough of your bullshit. You expect me to believe you haven't taken a single step out of this room? That Agent
Surveillance
Jones
camera?
Surveillance cameras can easily be tampered with, especially by someone like you, who knows all about.
That's all sorts of illegal, probably. And seems kind of
You're
obvious.
Possessed by death. Go and take a look at your own face in the mirror. You look like the Grim Reaper. After you visited both Le Carré and Greenvale, you left a mountain of corpses in your wake. You can make all the excuses you want. I'm immune to them. Right here, right now, I want to know everything. You tell me the truth.
Yes! You're good, Belle. Damn good. You're brimming with potential. Don't you think she's the perfect partner for our last dance? What do you say, my fairy? Don't you agree? She's good. So,
Caution. The enemy is approaching.
what do you want to know?
The enemy is approaching.
Nothing to hide. Go on. Question us. This is how it's got to be. Doesn't this remind you of something? You know what I mean, my fairy?
Now is it Lucare time? Or is it another fade to black? And oh, this seems like a long one. I think it's loading it in. Yeah. Thanks for the sub, Normalcy. Appreciate that. Goes okay. Hopping back into episode. Another interesting prologue.
Son of a... How did this happen in my town? God damn it!
The head and limbs were severed and lined up, according to the lines that were drawn with her blood. Just like migratory birds flying systematically across the sky. Hey, Zach, what do you think this means?
They're severed roots.
Severed roots?
Probably shouldn't be looking at this.
This is the way the Clarksons kill someone when they want to cut him off from the family.
And how do you know about this?
Everyone in town knows about it. They're just too scared to talk.
What does the V stand for, then?
Beats me. What, you think I know everything now?
Vilitatio. It means quarrel in Latin. That's what the V stands for.
Latin. Intriguing, isn't it, Zach? There are no defense wounds on the corpse. In other words, Galena showed no signs of resistance when she was amputated. But, strangely enough, there are small traces of subcutaneous bleeding around the wounded areas. That's a vital reaction, which means she couldn't have been dead.
You mean...
Yes, that's right, Patty. Galena was amputated while she was still alive.
Is amputated the right word?
Is that even possible?
It certainly isn't impossible. For example, if she was put to sleep with a drug, or if she desired the amputation herself.
Why would she ever desire that?
Mr. York, I'm sorry, but there ain't no way that could have happened.
How can you be sure of that, Melvin? Our world contains phenomena that could never be explained with logic. This is especially true for phenomena in which humans are involved. Do you really think all the facets of love and hate can be explained with logic?
Well, no, I don't
Yeah,
reckon I
dismembered,
can.
mutilated, I guess.
Yeah. Might be too early to rule out those possibilities, just like you say.
Zach, now we truly know just how deeply the Clarksons are involved with this. Patty, how long does it take to reach the Clarkson estate?
Just a short drive. You just gotta head west along the Mississippi. You can't miss it.
Got it. Thank you, Patty. By the way, Melvin, no matter how accelerated Patty may be, don't you think she's still a bit too young to see something like this?
Kind of rude, York.
For the record, I have no money to instruct others on how to raise their children.
Money.
Get the light out of his eyes, man.
Thank you, Wasan Fa.
Patricia,
Thank you,
CLG.
Wasan Fa. What that text to
Come on,
voice
sweetie.
thank you though.
Kids
But
should
seriously,
never say
why are
stuff
they
like
showing this grisly murder to a young girl?
Daddy,
Why is Melvin
it's too
okay
late
with it?
now.
Yeah. I mean, technically he did just ask. Which it seems like when stuff like that happens, it's like they will reference it pretty soon. Deadly Premonition Worlds in Kingdom Hearts 4. I'll be playing it. Thanks very much, GP. Appreciate that. So, Heikel told me that he heard that if you put the Switch in 720p instead of 1080, it might help the frame rate, so we'll see if it's any better when we get outside.
You sure you okay, CLG?
I'm fine.
I've been on 4chan. This shit's nothing.
Besides, I'm used to seeing stuff like that on CSI. You're the one who looks pale, Daddy.
Well, it did shake me up a little. But I'll be back to normal in no time.
Yeah, but it's a policeman in a very small town. Well, probably nothing really, nothing serious like murder and whatnot happens too much.
Sorry about that, Mr. York. What say we rest in the
That was-
interrogation room till we all calm down?
That was quite a shrug.
Sure thing, Daddy. I'm gonna go sit with Daddy for a bit, Agent York.
Yeah, just 160p. If the game is blurry enough, you won't notice the bad frame rate. Been in the morgue at your job? Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that.
We can join back up later.
To me, I think sounds and smells are probably worse than the visuals.
Galena killed her daughter, so her family cut ties with her.
Yeah, that's very true, Gold Number. Everyone yell chocolate sundae.
Do you really think that's what happened here, Zach? If this is truly the ritual that the Clarksons used to cut ties with someone, why would they go out of their way to do it here, in a holding cell? They could have easily done it after we released her. And judging from how Danny Clarkson was acting, I think it's clear that he really loved Galena. How could he accept this grotesque butchering, even if it was for the sake of the family?
We watched that guy get his arm bit off by a gator last time.
There's no point in ruminating on this. We should get back to the investigation. As long as we keep moving, the answer will inevitably fling itself straight at us.
Alright. Out we go. Massive pileup of garbage in the school hallway. That sounds pretty rough. I remember, like, when a kid would throw up, they would always, like, put a big pile of sawdust on it. And that, I guess, amplified the smell in a pretty gross way, so that was always a bad time. I can defeat a squirrel again. That the devil's cometh. So I haven't seen any bees yet. AC guy said that they're at the cemetery. Maybe we can go check there again. Maybe it's around nighttime. The bell tolls twice. I can do that. I can just go around and loot mailboxes. It's not a felony or anything. It might be a little bit better normalcy, but I'm not expecting like a dramatic improvement. That's my smoker laugh. Hey, it's this guy again.
You found the flying serpent. But now, the flying serpent will come to find you.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, sure.
And it looks like this flying serpent is a venomous one.
Some become feasts, while others are eaten alive. Which fate would you prefer?
Both sound marvelous, but let me check with Zach.
A fine answer. Find the one who fired the pistol at heaven. Within the white hall of beds, brandish the ticket to the goddess. And once again, you will see the other world.
Need my microphone.
Do you comprehend the oracle?
Zach, it looks like he's hell-bent on leading us back into that other world.
Follow the oracle.
Oh, I will, Hungan. There are only two types of things in our world. Things that should be resisted and things that should be accepted. And I believe this oracle is something to accept.
You should probably write it down, yeah. Yeah, I didn't catch what the oracle was. He'll probably repeat it. That's funny of you to say that, Meat Train. Because Baron Samedi is from James Bond. That's like saying John Wick from Fortnite.
No, we're not crazy. Not one bit. This is our destiny, that's all. But I shouldn't need to explain that to you, Zach.
Because Baron Samedi is in the Egyptian level of GoldenEye. Oh, he's a real... Well, I can't say I know much about Baron Samedi. Just that I shot him with the golden gun in GoldenEye 007. Alright, well, let's make sense of this oracle.
The one who fired the pistol at heaven. Firing pistols at the sky might be a rather common occurrence for the South. Remember?
Yeah.
Young Guns, 1988, directed by Christopher Kane. There's that great scene where Emilio Estevez keeps firing his Colt M1877 up at the sky. Well, but that film took place in New Mexico, didn't it? And the oracle probably isn't referring to a situation like that.
Well, I don't know, man.
It's got to be for some purpose other than an attack or a threat. Raising a pistol up to the sky, then slowly pulling the trigger, kind of sounds like the start to a race. Don't you agree, Zach?
Sure. You having races on the farm? Actually, I haven't seen a ton of the old Bond movies. How dare I recite Fortnite to you? At a bank, you know, shoot the gun up in the air. This is a robbery, right?
Unfortunately, Zach, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
We need to find someone who fired their pistol straight at the sky. The one who fired the pistol at heaven. Unfortunately, Zach, you're
I
wrong.
didn't want to pick it again.
We need to find the one who fired the pistol at heaven. Firing pistols at the sky might be a rather common occurrence for the South.
The farm. Yeah, of course it's the farm.
We're currently running a race here.
Are we? Fortnite no death playthrough. I mean, if you win, that'd be a pretty short playthrough. Yeah, York. I'm pretty sure it's a bank. I'm pretty sure.
And the one who started this murder investigation is indeed the one who fired the pistol at heaven.
Did someone? I don't remember that. Something about white beds and showing a ticket to the goddess.
In other words, the person who first discovered the body. According to the files, Lisa's body was discovered by Chuck Thompson, a crawfish farmer.
And in response, he fired his pistol into the air.
He apparently works out of a fishing hut located in the marshes south of the bayou. Let's go pay him a visit. Who knows? We might even get to see some crawfish. What? Why isn't the murderer the one who started this race? Zach, this isn't like you. Of course the murderer isn't the one who started the race. The murderer's running it. They're currently in first place, and they're breaking all the rules. Any more objections, Zach?
No, I guess not, York.
Within the White Hall of Beds. This one is even easier.
Oh, good. This one's easier. The White Hall of Beds.
There are only a few establishments that have a whole hall's worth of beds.
Sounds like a hospital, I guess.
Especially in a small town like this. I'm sure you've already got a pretty good idea about what the answer is, Zach. Beds all lined up. Only an amateur would hear that and think it must be referring to a brothel.
Some kind of pervert.
Come on. Who would ever use White Hall as a symbol for a bordello? No, a white house refers to the same place no matter what country you're in. Disinfectant, jars of medicine, and white smocks. That's right. It's a place where people dress in all white. And this town doesn't have any labs in it, which means there can only be one answer.
Abandoned factory. Well, by that logic, it's gotta be... Well, I mean, there's a clinic in the church.
You never disappoint me, Zach.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah, the post office. You can check your mail and catch a nap. Guess there is no hospital choice. That's what I thought of first. Essentially a hospital, but like they have a small clinic inside the church. That's what that is.
It's a medical facility. They invite their patients into rooms full of beds where they're tended to by doctors and nurses clad in white. It's definitely a white hall where people are invited into beds. You always manage to impress me with your intuition.
Aw, shucks, York.
I'm really counting on you here, Zach, and I know I'll always be able to.
$10. Here's $10, Zach.
Agent York, you're trying to leave without your trustworthy assistant?
Hello there, Patty. I'd never attempt such a thing. I was simply engaging in a battle of wits with Hoongan while I waited for you.
Hoongan?
Yes, the skeletal gentleman in the top hat.
Baron Samedi from Smite.
Not that story again. Is this how you always conduct your investigations?
This is the way I work.
I bet you can't find a single partner, not even in the entire FBI.
Burned?
That's not true. I always work together with Zach.
Oh, right. Zach. Don't worry. I'll be your partner while you're here in our town. Now, let's go investigate.
Like a white person in a horror movie, we'd better investigate. Save all that hot progress. How many autosaves are you gonna give me? Now they're gone? Oh, alright. Life after death. He'll be your guide. Come along, let him show you the wonders of the whole new world. He'll show you the right tiles to step on to lower the glass guarding the golden gun. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if this frame rate is any better. Again, since it's not like a widespread thing of, hey, switch your Nintendo Switch to this setting, I'm not expecting too much here. Yeah, $10 was better back in 2005. Yeah, pretty similar gold member. That kind of like voodoo looking guy. Big boss.
How's your mama?
Nice introduction.
So, you're that hotshot FBI agent I keep hearing about.
And who might you be?
I came to claim the body of my daughter. My daughter, who was murdered in a holding cell after you detained her yesterday.
PJ Clarkson.
Zach, I wasn't expecting to run into the final boss this early. You must be the head of the Clarkson family, PJ Clarkson. And you've come to claim the body of Galena Clarkson, whose dismembered corpse was found early this morning. Is that correct? Where did you learn that Galena had been murdered? Zach and I just learned of the news ourselves.
This is Lucari. And I am PJ Clarkson. There ain't a single thing I don't know about this town.
I see. So then you must also know about the Severed Roots ritual. I have a question for you, Philip. We suspect that Galena was murdered by someone from the Clarkson family. Have you given that possibility any consideration?
Listen up, you FBI piece of shit.
Oh.
You better watch your manners around my pa.
Shut up,
else.
Daniel.
Damn.
But sir,
Cut him down. And his mullet.
my bad, sir.
I'm sorry.
I'll have you know I once had 3 children. But I must not have raised them very well, because my son and my eldest daughter both ran away and never came back to me.
Yeah, you really messed that one up.
The only one who stayed by my side was my second daughter, Galena. Then she done married Daniel here into the family and presented me with both an heir and a granddaughter. Seemed for a while as if things were finally starting to calm down. But then, someone corrupted both Galena and Lise. And I lost everything. Well, aside from my shit-heel son-in-law, that is.
Oh.
You understand me, FBI?
Galena's death is nothing but a loss for the Clarkson family.
That doesn't mean the Clarksons are automatically innocent, though. Humans don't always act out of self-interest, do they?
That mouth. You're starting to sound more and more like your mother. We're leaving, Daniel.
What? But my treasure...
Now, whether you end up being an angel or a demon, I reckon you're the man I've been waiting for all this time. Once you finish that autopsy, and we're clear to take her home, I want you to give me a call.
They're phenomenal, Patty. So perfectly rural. Ominous statements, foul-mouthed insults. This town possesses a complicated system of communication that you just can't find in the city. Work-centric emails are so cold and lifeless. This is what true human connections feel like. Connections as visceral as blood itself.
So, Agent York, what's next on your agenda?
The last boss may have gotten the jump on us, Patty, but I didn't let him shake
Calling
hands
him the
off.
last boss
I
amuses me.
intend to obey the skeletal gentleman's oracles, and that's that. First, we should head to either the home of the person who discovered Lisa's body or to the town's medical facility. Well, Zach, what do you think?
Neither. Let's go bowling. Oh yeah. The only way to end a video game is a one-on-one fist fight. Ideally, at the top of a tall structure. I'm sure we will be hearing that chocolate sundae line again. I've heard that dialogue repeats I was hoping for like all new dialogue in episode 2, but no such luck, I guess. Might be some new stuff. And also the frame rate seems exactly the same.
It really seemed like you knew who Galena Clarkson was.
Well, I've never actually talked to her. But it's a small town. Pretty much all folks know who the Clarksons
Bowling
are.
showdown?
And
That
Galena's
works
supposed
too.
to be extra scary compared to the rest of them. Back when we saw her in town, I felt like she was glaring right at me. So I got real scared. No one will come out and say it, but I'm pretty sure they're all relieved that she was the killer. We're lucky the killer ended up being a member of the Clarkson family. Otherwise, the whole town would have turned into a battlefield.
You've got a point, but did everyone really hate her that much?
They didn't hate her. She hated them. She had this real peculiar way of treating people. I don't know how to describe it.
Contemptful?
Yeah, I guess that's it. She never opened up to anyone in town.
She was rich, beautiful, and wanted to become an actress. So she went to a metropolitan city to refine herself. There's always a chance that people like her may develop prejudices towards those who stay in the countryside. A big chance, even. But just because a person has prejudices doesn't mean they'll go out and murder people. That's where my doubt lies. Was there any sort of omen which made people happy that she was the killer instead of someone else?
I'm just telling you how I feel. How am I supposed to know if everyone else in town felt the same way? I never thought she'd actually go and kill her own daughter, though.
There it is, Zach. It appears that her attempt to kill me wasn't simply a case of being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Maybe she was sad.
Sad?
Want to ban Heikel?
Instead of returning as a star, she was forced to come home after her dreams were crushed. That certainly sounds like a sad story, doesn't it, Zach?
No, Agent York, not that kind of sad. The kind of sadness that keeps folks away, hidden behind her attitude. Is there a word for that? Maybe it ain't in her attitude or her words, but the way she appears. Yeah, it's in her eyes. They remind me of someone.
Who? PJ Clarkson?
No, someone else. I can't remember.
That's okay, Patty. Just let me know if you happen to recall it later. Until then, Zach and I will help you think.
Look at that. Found some beads and a plate. You canceling Heikel on us?
You didn't even twitch when you saw Galena's body.
Why would I? Dead things can't hurt us, right?
Girls your age don't usually think that way.
Do you have kids, Agent York?
No, I don't. I'm not married either.
Then you have no idea how girls my age usually think. Besides, I'm used to seeing dead bodies thanks to CSI, especially dismembered corpses like hers. You know, for a so-called profiling professional, you're pretty clueless.
In that case, allow me to apologize. But don't you think it's a bit of a leap to discount my observational abilities simply because corpses don't scare you?
I don't know. I mean, you're completely wrong.
Do you know what I was thinking back there then?
Of course not. I'm not a pro.
The same goes for me, Patty. No manner of pro.
I'm not a pro at all.
100% of what another person is thinking. Unless, of course, that pro has a mental connection with them, like Zach and I have. If I was telepathic, I wouldn't have joined the FBI. I would have taken over a small country or become a messiah.
Now who's making crazy leaps?
I will admit, though, Patty, I feel like you and I have something in common. We definitely have similarities, even though they aren't as strong as the ones that Zach and I share.
Whatever.
Perhaps you and I grew up under similar circumstances. We're both unique cases.
Huh? Unique cases?
In your case, your beautiful mother's second husband became your daddy. But then your mama got sick, forcing you to take care of things, while you used CSI as your escape.
Would you just knock it off? I ain't trying to act like some tragic heroine here. And I don't care that my daddy isn't the same color as me. You're way more narrow-minded than I took you for, Agent York.
Narrow-minded? You're just realizing this now? Of course I'm narrow-minded. I'm a selfish man who lives life according to his own rules, with no interest in common sense. Naturally, this makes me terrible at reading situations, and I often end up angering people by total accident. But is it really that big of a problem? I've still made a contribution to society by solving numerous difficult cases, and I'm still terribly charming. And
Well, at least
I'm
he knows.
Still terribly charming.
You and I have absolutely nothing in common. What kind of circumstances does a kid even need to end up like you?
Try asking Zach. It's not my place to answer that one.
Probably York, technically. I think York took over when Zach was pretty young.
What else have you seen on that sci-fi movie channel?
Agent York, why are you asking me that?
Discussing movies is one of the most basic forms of communication in our country.
What time period do you live in?
It's always been that way in every era. In this country, all dialogues always begin from films.
Ugh, says who? You're making me sick.
Sick?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna puke.
I know just what you need to do, Patty.
What?
Tell me what other movies you've seen on that sci-fi channel.
Ugh, you're so annoying. Fine. I saw this one movie where a pretty lady and an old guy fight, and they were both robots.
Ah, Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. 2003, directed by Jonathan Mostow. I knew you were an Arnold S. fan.
Oh, you said it again. Oh, whatever. I'm not a fan of his
Arnold
or anything,
S.
okay? He just happened to be in it.
So, what did you think?
I knew of the name Terminator, but it was my first time seeing one of those movies.
What? You've never seen Terminator?
Well, the first two came out before I was even born.
I know, but come on. It's Terminator.
Boys probably like it, but I'm sure most girls don't give two craps about it. Oh, but I know it was directed by the same person who did Titanic.
Titanic? Oh, you mean Raise the Titanic. 1980, directed by Jerry Jameson. But he didn't direct Terminator. He's famous for Airport 77 and The Deadly Tower. You probably know this already, but The Deadly Tower was based on the 1966 Texas Tower Sniper incident. I learned about it at the FBI Academy in Quantico. In the film, Kurt Russell plays Charles Joseph Whitman, the assailant. He really brought the character to
Interesting.
life with an awe-inspiring performance.
Haven't seen that.
What's wrong, Patty? I'm just trying to talk about Terminator 3, that movie you saw, but you're not paying any attention. So be it. If you're not in the mood to talk, then let's return to the investigation. It's a shame, though. We really wanted to hear more about the films you saw, didn't we, Zach?
Well, damn, that's the end of that conversation. From what I understand, I think the dialogue kind of stacks on top of each other. So I think we'll get some episode 1 dialogue and 2. See if there's any new idle skateboard talk. Considering, like, he talks pretty frequently.
Were you thinking about Galena, too? And all the other women we've seen so far on our travels across the states? Zach, I'm right, aren't I? This is a vast country. Incredibly vast. And it's mostly composed of mountains, deserts, and farmland. With small towns scattered about here and there. That's how America looks to me. Compared to the scale of this entire country, New York, Chicago, and LA are all microscopic. Sometimes they even feel like figments of my imagination. Think back to what Las Vegas looked like when we were driving up I-15. It was a mirage. But TV and movies dress up those mirages and broadcast them to people all around the world. Meanwhile, American women become fascinated by the gorgeous city lights and are drawn toward those illusions. The very same women who were chosen as prom queens in their small towns. In the end, all they find are ghosts. Once their eyes adjust to that blinding light, they realize there's nothing but vanity and lust surrounding them. They finally figure out that it was all in their heads. Then they quickly try to satisfy themselves with something else. Drugs. And drugs are the gateway to a whole pantheon of crime. Zach, remember what you told me once? The women who turn to crime aren't the evil ones. The drugs aren't evil either. They're nothing but chemicals. The ones who feed off those women and use them. They're the ones to hate. Let's go, Zach. We need to find the person who's hiding behind Galena and drag them out into the blazing southern sun.
Leave them there for days. Oh, wrong button again. I really think the sprint button and the concentrate button should be switched. No, this is how the game runs. I feel like the frame rate might even be a little worse. I don't know. Yeah, the frame rate's a big point of contention for this game. It's a thing. I was hoping to fix it. Yeah, that would be nice. Still waiting to talk to this concierge because I have the like fix my shower side quest. This guy's never here.
Very good, sir. Please, come.
I can't just like talk to him right now.
Serving you is my greatest pleasure. Please do let me.
No, he's gone again. So I don't know what time he's there as concierge. It might be a set time every day or something. We'll find him eventually. Wish I could set this to some kind of PS5 mode, have it buttery smooth. But Terminator 3, people either like it or hate it. I remember seeing it in theaters with friends back in, say, 2003? Must have been junior high school then. I don't remember it too fondly. Definitely not in the same ballpark as Terminator 1 or 2. Which I would probably prefer 2. I'd say that's probably my favorite Terminator. So I could see the argument for 1. But I think they're pretty different kinds of movies. Actually very similar in the way that Alien 1 and 2 are different. Or Alien and Aliens. Depends what kind of movie you want. If you want like more scary, tense, then the first movie is that. If you want more action, then 2. Like both second movies really ramp up the action. Long time ago. Yeah, I've not seen them for some time either. I haven't seen any Terminator past 3 either.
If this town has a symbol, it's got to be that bridge hanging over the bayou. Lift bridges are truly a rarity. Reminds me of Duluth, Minnesota. Remember what happened there? That man went to such great lengths to collect his victims' tongues. You know, the one who would French kiss them every day as they slowly decompose.
What?
As I drove him to the station after his arrest, he started lecturing me on the proper way to give someone a kiss. Anyway, back to Duluth. They have a famous lift bridge there called the Aerial Lift Bridge. The lift bridge here is the first one we've seen since then. But this one looks a lot smaller than the aerial lift bridge. Its smaller size was most likely chosen due to the width of the river and the sea level of this area. The height and structure of a bridge is what determines which sort of boats can travel down the river. Normal bridges' base heights are set at a higher point so that boats can freely pass underneath them. But I imagine it would be difficult to create a bridge with a large arch here due to the river width and the sea level. That's why we're seeing all these mobile bridges, such as lift bridges and drawbridges around here. As far as Louisiana goes, it appears that they've built mobile bridges over most of the bayous. Fascinating, isn't it, Zach? So many different types of bridges. I'm curious to learn even more about bridges now. Let's do some detailed research next time we get the chance.
Heck yeah, York. What's up, boss? How you doing? I stopped at a good time. Yeah, that's what I've heard. There's a squirrel over here. Get down, there's rabbit squirrels. Side quest complete. Get money for this one. My heavy cigarette. This bastard. I stole my cigarette. These squirrels must be stopped.
Patty, what's that?
Oh, just some squirrel remains on my knuckles, that's all. Those heavy cigarettes are like pretty expensive too. Friggin' blue squirrel.
Okay, Patty. I'm going to try asking you that question again. What do you do when you're at home?
I watch TV and look up stuff on the internet, I guess. Ain't much else to do when you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Really? For some reason, I envisioned you working hard to take care of all the chores around the house.
Well, of course I do stuff like that too. But doesn't everyone? Why bother talking about it?
Other kids your age don't help out.
Yeah, we've had this conversation already. Seen Rick and Morty. I'm saving the world. That would be something that York does. I wonder if I can do that while... Oh, we'll see what this does. Hopefully that doesn't mess anything up. It shouldn't, I'd imagine. I feel like it seems pretty similar, honestly. Yeah, I don't... At the very least, 720 didn't help the stream, or help the frame rate, so... Be back to how it was before, hopefully. Kinda wanna save, and then... I feel like this lady is a, like a skateboard repair sort of situation. We haven't seen what happens when we like break our skateboard. I want to try that out. I'm pretty sure there's like a cutscene with that.
Want to talk about bridges? Why? I've become obsessed with bridges, Zach, and there's no turning back now. Remember what we saw on our way here? Back when we were driving that hybrid car before we switched over to the skateboard. We passed over the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, the longest bridge over water in the entire world. Remember the
Seems better now, I guess, maybe.
Impossible for us to see the road. The rain was so torrential that we couldn't see more than a few miles ahead of us. I'm sure local drivers are used to that sort of thing. They were all going normal speeds. I bet that scene reminded you of a certain...
That squirrel's... Hold on. I need more monies. Hotel bills are steep. Yeah, it's a little empty. There'll be a pedestrian here or there. But it doesn't have that, like... I guess the world's also smaller than Deadly Premonition 1. Really not that huge of a place. But the first, like, Greenvale, it had, like, I don't know, a more lively world, I would say. There'll be cars every now and then that just kind of appear out of nowhere. Like I almost got ran over last time. Where am I? Got distracted by this bridge talk. Oops. Need to save and then break our skateboard.
Did you notice it yet? The streets in New Orleans were a mess.
Yeah, this is back to episode 1 dialogue. Better talk about bridges again.
On a swamp, so the ground is soft.
Save my game because it's... Well, alright, we'll see. Probably like part of a stamp to break your skateboard. How do we break this thing? Also, I can activate this fast travel. That'd be good to have. Skateboard workshop. She's not in the garage. Let's see if she answers the door this time.
looks like a case of... Let's go.
Bad timing. Maybe that's just because my skateboard is at 100% or something. An interesting question, Amac. Probably
This is the deep south.
Greenvale, I would say.
Every time that molten hot sun pours down on me. Don't you, Zach?
Whoa! Whoa! Watch out. I might need to find like a moving car. I'm gonna do damage. Now I just kind of bounce off of stuff. It was a pretty sick jump. I know at some point we gain the ability to jump whenever we want.
Hey, Zach, it looks like we were right on.
And that's
the
pretty
mark.
exciting.
Tracing the San Rouge distribution route led us right to Louisiana. You know what that...
Do I have to get hit by a car? What am I jumping off of?
So, what do you think of it? Yes, I'm talking about him.
Watch out, Tony Hawk.
Is the skeletal gentleman friend or foe? Or does he merely exist outside the realms of myth? Still too early. Hey.
Nice. There was the chocolate sundae dialogue.
It's a beautiful day, Patty.
Really? Seems kinda normal to me.
Now that you mention it, yes, it is a normal day. I just felt like saying that.
What? You know, sometimes you really get on my nerves.
What side quest do I have? 30 bees from somewhere. Oh, and steal items from mailboxes. That should be easy to do around here. There's a felony. This house seems kind of important, I guess. Maybe not. Where are your mailboxes?
Did you notice it yet? The streets in New Orleans were...
I hope it's not the thing of like, we get episode 2 dialogue one time, and then it just goes back to the episode 1 stuff again. Then again, he only really talked about bridges, so... I don't know, that's a little disappointing, I think. There's three thefts.
One lollipop, 2 lollipops, 3 lollipops. Don't mind me, Zach. This is how I wake myself up.
Who would have like assigned this side quest? Hey, go steal stuff people have been waiting for. But Patty doesn't seem to object. She's like, yeah, okay, you know, FBI can do what they want. She knows how the game is played.
Hey, Zach, it looks like we were right on the money. Tracing the San Rouge district.
There we go. You did it. You're under arrest. Other than that, bees from somewhere. Yeah, we had the bee, squirrel, and steel stuff. Am I anywhere near the graveyard right now? Not really. Alright, let's go back here. That main road. I feel like there's cars on that road at least. Just follow this road back. Apparently I can save right here again too. And I guess it does say I'm 145 hours in. Not true. First game in the Pacific Northwest? Where was Greenvale? I don't remember if they assigned a state to it or
No
not.
sugar, only milk. Yes, I'm completely with you on that one.
The Twin Peaks takes place in Washington, so maybe it was somewhere up there. Where are the moving cars? They just like load one in every now and then? That's like the most effective method I can think of break. Oh shit, there's a car.
Don't mind me, Zach. This is how I wake myself up.
Gotta chase it down. Nope, I'm losing this race.
Did you notice it yet? The streets in New Orleans were a mess. All busted up and undergoing maintenance. The city was built on a swamp, so the ground is soft.
You'd think if I just full speed into a wall, it would maybe damage the board a little. Well, we had a car traveling down this road before, maybe they'll spawn another one.
And all the other women we've seen so far on our travels across the states. Zach, I'm right, aren't I? This is a vast country. Incredibly vast. And it's mostly composed of mountains, deserts, and farmland. With small towns scattered about here and there. That's how America was to me.
I doubt it would run any better, Demi. I've not tried it, though.
New York, Chicago, and LA are all microscopic. Sometimes they even feel like figments of my imagination. Think back to what Las Vegas looked like.
How do I break this friggin' skateboard? This one day feels like a Sunday. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Were you
Nothing does damage, I just bounce off of it. Try to run over some critters.
Zach, you're a coffee person, right? No.
They don't seem to care. Keep getting some pretty nice air though. I mean, who's to say that getting run over wouldn't just make me like bounce off of the car in a weird way?
If this town has a symbol, it's got to be that bridge hanging over the bayou. Lift bridges are truly a rarity. Reminds me of Duluth, Minnesota. Remember what happened there? That man
I think
went to
the
such
bees are in the
lengths to
trees.
protect those tunnels. You know, the one who would
Maybe in the
French kiss them
graveyard.
every day as they slowly decompose. As I drove him to the station after his arrest,
I assume there's some way to damage it since it's at 100% right now.
if this town has a symbol, it's got to be that bridge hanging over the bayou. Lift bridges are truly...
My only idea is to get hit by a car on my skateboard. Oh shit! Oh god! Where'd the bees go? There they are. Get to punching, York. Yeah! And Patty came in out of nowhere. More bees. Well, if I kill 30 of them, I mean, technically, jump off the lift bridge. I don't think they'd let me. Here we go. Unfortunately, that only counts as one, despite it being like a group of like at least 15.
the bees! Not the bees! Ah!
Didn't mean to play Nickelback there. This thing even attached? I don't think so. It's just kind of free floating. Pretty decent money for just kind of walking around, not doing much. I think these hives just keep respawning. Oops. Oh, wrong button again. That showed me items, though. Would have never known about that medium quality bead. Oh, one of the bees dropped a stinger. The AC guy told me the bees live here. Helpful information.
You didn't even twitch when you saw Galena's body.
Why would I? Dead things can't hurt us, right?
Girls your age don't usually think that way.
Do you have kids, Agent York?
Hold that thought, there's like 1,000 bees. So I might as well just rack up the 30 here. Come on, bee, come get some. Yes, they're all gone now. Where are the bees at? Would make sense if there's like a limit to their spawning. I'm only at 7? Damn. It's a lot more bees I gotta take care of. I'm not sure when the time limit expires exactly. Not sure how much time I have to punch bees. Or what determines when they actually come out. Oh, there's some. Am I poisoned? Actually, now's maybe a good time to go to the checkup. But I don't have that quest anymore, do I? Oh well. It's another story thing to do, so we should probably do some amount of story progress here. So I just need to go right down there. Let me get out of here first. Is that I'm allergic to bees.
Where's the
Listen
juice?
to Nick Cage.
So, what do you think of it? Yes.
Where's the juice, aka
Is the
bee
skeletal gentleman
vaccine?
friend or foe? Or does he merely exist
Thanks, AC
outside
guy.
the realms of either? Still too early to tell. But it's
I coulda got run over.
the key to uncovering this case's mysteries. That's what my soul tells me.
That was 25 cents.
Thanks for the 25 cents. Appreciate that. How do I get out of here? Poisoned. This is the end of York. Have a good night. It's all in the name. Thanks for hanging out. Here we go. Once this bee venom fully takes out my system, rolling will be my only option. That explosive canisters? Hold on a second. Yeah. Doing some welding in this trailer, huh?
That hurts!
Nothing to do with meth, I'm sure. What's up, Beefcake? How you been?
I'm interested in this.
That was a late alert with a quick spoilery chat message. Thanks for the bits. You too, AC guy, for the, I guess, speaking for the canister. It's gonna steal from me. Did it steal from me? Bastard squirrels. Well, that squirrel survived. What's in here? Oh, you want rubber bullets, do you? All you had to do was ask. Oh man, that squirrel tried to steal a large medkit for his friend. Gotta create. Oh, I'm not poisoned anymore either. Damn it. How many? Oh, well, bye, Patty. Has been a minute, but you did say like you're gonna be busy with work more now, so Patty could stop by.
1 lollipop.
Hope work's going well.
2 lollipops. 3 lollipops. Don't.
What was that? Hold on.
Looks like a case of bad timing, Zach. Let's come back later.
I don't even know who lives here.
Highland.
So that seems
Looks
scripted,
like a case
huh?
of bad timing, Zach.
I'm in the Thailand part of the neighborhood, little Thailand.
Let's come back later.
So it seems like, yeah, that is recreatable.
Looks like a case of bad timing, Zach.
Not quite knocking on the door there.
Let's come back.
Caught the tail end of some streams, so you lurk for like 20 minutes. That's cool. I don't mind the lurking. If you enjoy the stream, then that's a win in my book. Trying to break my skate. Oh, shit. Here we go. Yeah! Okay. That was my skateboard. 100%, come on. What's this thing made of?
This is the deep south. I feel it every time
Well, I don't know.
the molten hot sun pours down on me.
We'll figure out some other way of damaging this thing. York needs a band-aid. Got hit by a car. Made me sound very Teneo-like.
Hey, Zach. No, nothing. Just felt like saying that.
The full game of this? Oh, I hit a pedestrian? Sorry, pedestrian. Wait, they're doing the slide again. Because I assume that's because their walking animation doesn't stop. So they go into that, and then they skate on out of here. They skate away from harm. Heck of a video game we got. Yeah, but bad in a cool way.
I feel it every time that molten hot sun pours down on me. Don't you, Zach?
What up, squirrels? Trying to pay for my hotel. Oh, I punched the car. You guys like Street Fighter? Not a very effective car alarm. Also seems a little lame that there's no like notification that you unlock a stamp. Where games need to beat up car scene. I gotta get shot. What? He disappeared.
First two coming in, you better check to this. Whatever made to this is intro, no end to this. Tell you this, I'll make you miss. Y'all, whoever felt it, rock to this. Crazy.
Where are the pedestrians at?
Holds it up, you know me now. That's how I grab my trophy hop. Invention never stops. This is the sound of a heavy
Breach of contract.
Shiny phone is the land I came from to give a handshake. No doubt, we gon' change this, y'all. Time is now, you better rock, roll back. Gun, shot. 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 Gosh, I got shot! 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 Gosh, I got shot! 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 Gosh, I got shot! Shot! Shot!
Not the most exciting of shots. Anyway. Get to this church. I'm not poisoned anymore, so I don't know that we'll be able to see, like, I assume there's an introductory checkup scene or fix yourself scene. We'll see it eventually. Look at that.
Hey, Agent York. Just so you know, dealing with Pastor Sanders is gonna be a big pain in the butt.
He's gonna call us pathetic a few times at least. Full ape shooting at squirrels.
A big pain in the butt?
That's what I said. But I guess you have no choice but to obey your oracle, huh?
Why you talk so much shit, Patty? I heard that the Witcher books are pretty good. One more day till the weekend. And there'll be more streams.
I don't like hospitals.
Why not?
They soup folks up with medicine, cut them up, and then they try and act like they're your
Marry
friends.
me with
Something
my
ain't right about
money.
that, you know. It goes against the laws of nature.
Thanks, ACK.
Plus, this is a church. So you got a pastor, a servant of God, actually playing God with his patients.
I think you have a point there, Patty. These days, we can neither determine death nor reproduce without the help of modern medicine. Yeah, our world's become quite an unnatural one. Oh, excuse me.
This is Lucare. You need to watch where you're going, or someone might end up tripping you.
Zach, it's her. The stylish woman who watched Lise die.
I've been waiting for you, lost lamb.
Now he's Dr. Sanders.
Hi there, Pastor. Would you mind letting go of me? I'm in a bit of a hurry right now.
So pitiful. The Lord hungers.
Go on.
Here we go again.
What?
Pitiful. Truly pitiful, my little lamb.
No, neither Zach nor I.
Oh, so pitiful. So pitiful, just pitiful.
He's out. Oh, come on!
The Lord hungers. 1 can of Spam, 1 can of red beans, and 1 can of spinach.
Is this a side quest?
You are to offer up the taboo trinity.
Taboo? Don't you mean the holy?
Oh, how I pity you. Unlike us humans, the
Red
Lord
boy.
never errs. Now, my pitiful agent, bring forth the taboo trinity at once. For it is the will of the Lord our God.
See? I told you this was gonna
I gotta
be a
find
pain in the
spam,
butt.
I guess.
But Zach and I need to go after that stylish woman.
Too late now. We need to obey God's will.
The Lord hungers!
Come on, hurry
All right.
up. We need to go.
Well, Zach, I don't know what to say. First an oracle, and now an order from God? Maybe this is the trial that will yield the ticket to the goddess. Either way, it looks like we have no choice but to gather the taboo trinity. I guess it just goes to show that small towns are always filled with the bizarre and unpredictable.
What was it? Spam, red beans, and something else? Jambalaya? Canned spinach, huh? Alright. Well, I'm injured. Maybe you can heal me. I don't know.
1 can of Spam, 1 can of red beans, and 1 can of spinach.
I like how they put like an echo on them. Let's go to Popeyes. They'll hook me up.
You are to bring forth the taboo trinity, for it is an offering to the Lord.
Hey, Tyrone. Pastor?
1 can of Spam, 1 can of red beans, and 1 can of spinach. The Lord hungers!
I suppose that even an FBI badge is powerless in the face of God.
Yeah, the reverb they put on it's pretty good.
No use, Zach. We'll just have to go out and assemble the taboo trinity.
Oh, okay, off we go then. That's just going to involve going to all the restaurants around town. Then there was that, like, Holy Trinity paste we found in the food processing plant. Which was apparently like an affront to Cajun cooking. Spam, though. Spam and beans and spinach, that's what's up. That's the real southern eating. You're still at 0 crashes. You've been changing the resolution mid-gameplay. I think at some point I should just like fast travel everywhere. Kind of be little reason not to. This is a place we need to go. Azuli Frida? Is that the weird voodoo shop? Again, this whole like this whole town, not really very large. You'd expect them to be fresh, not from a can.
Hey, Zach,
I mean, no, it's tough times. You gotta make do.
The San Rouge distribution route led us right to Louisiana. You know what that means. We've got a hot hand, and Lady Luck's given us far more favor than she ever has before. We just happened to hear news about Lisa's murder while sitting in a...
With the amount of dialogue that York has, he talks way too frequently.
If we had stayed...
I must get a better gun at some point. I can't reach the ones farther away. Where even was that? There is no, like, animation of the box breaking or hitting the ground. The item just kind of appears, and now I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. Might need that low-quality plate.
Did you notice it yet? The streets in New Orleans were a mess. All busted up and undergoing maintenance. The city was built on a swamp, so the ground is...
Here you guys got spinach. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at right now, actually. I think Erzuli Frida was the voodoo shop. with the upgrades and whatnot. And guns, apparently.
Do you carry any canned goods here?
Canned goods? The vermin of the grocery store? Nay, I think not.
Thank you, Metrain.
Understood, Mirror.
Yeah, I gotta get the frame rate upgrade.
Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Bump it up to 20.
Wait.
I do have this can of spinach here.
Yes, I can see it. I can see the canned good thou seeketh.
Popeye.
How intriguing. Well then, where is the canned good I seek?
In a place where no man could ever peddle it.
Walmart.
I see. In a place where it can't be bought from a person. Got it, Mirror.
Vending machine spinach?
'Twas but a trifle, for the Lord hungers, doth he not?
Zack, it's in a vending machine. It appears that God wants us to go on a wild goose chase all around town.
You get hungrier and hungrier. Bam, spinach, and red bean. In the dumpster, yeah. I didn't buy it, but yeah, clear that. Somewhere in town. Canned spinach from a vending machine? Bizarre.
Thou art a seeker.
Hook me up with skateboarding charms.
Much shall serve thee well here.
Expand. I don't have any oak leaves. Still don't have any skateboard abilities either. Sold all of my dog fur. Made a mistake. I don't think I can make... Well, I can make some stuff. Right, so I think we can pick how many...
See it. Thy return is imminent. Thou hast discovered the very purpose of my emporium, that is.
Yeah, sure, bye. So I think you can, like, set... I don't know. Some number of charms at one point. Yeah, you're probably right, Normalcy. What's that, spam on the side with some rice and eggs? I've had spam before. It's not my favorite. Yeah, it's probably called something else then. I just remember it being very slimy meat product. I think I've only had it like a few times though. Crispy spam, that's probably fine. Alright, well, there's vending machines at the hotel. I don't know if spinach will pop out of it.
One lollipop? Two lollipops?
That would be a bizarre thing. Like, yeah, let me
Don't mind me, Zack.
put in a
This is
few
how I
quarters,
make
get me
myself
some a can of spinach out of this thing. Oh, what? What are you doing out here? You just go everywhere like that, huh?
Well, Bureau man, you ever catch them crooks?
That's an accent. Something in the fridge could be meat, or it could be cake. Call it meat cake. Yeah, if spam would be meat cake. What up, Xavier? Special kind of peaceful. Can forget about the evil white man. Wait. You holding that thing weird?
Well, Bureau man, you ever catch them crooks?
Yeah, he's holding it weird. Like sticking out of his hand. When it cuts to him like that, anyway. I guess that must be his car. He's just kind of chilling here. Patty's seeing all sorts of weird stuff today. The sax is part of his hand. That's the best chocolate sundae in town. That's what you picture what Vash looks like. Just casual attire around the house. That's what Me-Train looks like, IRL. There he is. Let's get this shower side quest going.
I sincerely hope you're having a comfortable stay, Mr. Morgan, sir.
Assume you're enjoying the esteemed water pressure of our hotel. Actually, seems like the shower is broken. Deeply sorry. Call a specialist and have this matter sorted immediately. How long will it take? Next week. Next week? Next week, without a doubt. 200 years ago. Very classical. Very fancy. Any repairs will take an elite type of specialist. Have to go without a shower for a week. Can be a very stinky agent. Yeah, just different room. There we go. Oh, wait, what? You can't put me in a different room because all the rooms share the same source of water? That's fine. I think he might have been normalcy. Yeah, I don't remember. He might have hosted right after that. I don't remember for sure. If one particular shower is broken, what would that have to do with every shower in the place sharing the same source of water? That's fine, they all draw from the same place, sure, but the other showers would be able to then put out said water. The only one capable of offering me a comfortable stay. Comfortable just without the possibility of a shower. Yep, the racist white Clarksons at it again. The water valve on the third floor next to the kitchen. But it's not the source of the water that's the problem, right? Alright, well, let's go look at this valve anyway. Also, there's a vending machine. I don't think it's got spinach, though. It might have like a very specific one. That might be kind of troublesome. I'm probably hungry. Let's have a cookie.
Not a single can of spinach in sight, Zach. Let's try somewhere else.
Yeah, I probably gotta find some kind of weird vending machine. There we go. Clemmer York. Third floor, next to the kitchen, he said. In here somewhere, I guess. Oh, what's this guy doing here?
You again?
What happened to your arm, Danny? Ain't none of your business. Get out of here. I can't do that. You lost your whole entire arm. Your ex-wife was... You want me to beat your ass? With only one arm? My treasure is still my woman. She ain't my ex-wife. Murdered by someone. I'd like to hear your side of the story. This is Le Carre. He's gonna kick me, isn't he? I'm gonna sit back down. See his attitude? Wasn't irritated over losing his wife or his daughter. Clearly regretting something. If he's lost something else in addition to his arm. Some kind of personal item, huh? Find him something that would cheer him up. Sounds like a side quest to me. Pop it up. What? Find them. Hold on. Find the memory of Galena that Danny lost when the alligator tore off his arm. But I'm guessing I gotta... Yeah, we gotta find his spine. I'm guessing we gotta fight gators until, like, maybe his arm or something related to him pops up. Here we go. Here's a water valve. Look at that. Shower's fixed. So many pipes, I'm not sure which one is the right one. Touch 'em all, York. Water pressure's too strong. Cuts a hole right through them. Yeah, his wrist, like, he probably had a watch on his arm. We're still missing some puzzle pieces. Of course we are. I gotta talk to that dude again. She should be down here. Since time doesn't pass once we're, like, inside of a building.
I sincerely hope you're having a comfortable stay, Mr. Morgan, sir.
I want a shower, damn it. Already tried to adjust the valve. This failed to fix the shower, believe it or not. I am but a mere concierge. Wait for the specialist. It'll be here in a week. Or perhaps the secret water valve. Chef or the bellboy can help you think of an alternate thing, okay? Well, now we gotta wait till the right time where he will be the bellboy. You bet it's him. He's the... That'd be pretty funny, actually. Waits a full week to get into uniform of the specialist. The search for the spinach continues. Didn't they have their own, like, gator at the Clarkson house? Might have to take out that one. But I also wouldn't be surprised at all if it's just like any gator will do. Okay, I found your arm. Only partially digested. Pretty sure all the vending machines are going to be about the same. That there's just gonna be one that, oh, this one's got spinach in it. I think she had something, right? Melvin's the crawfish. Yeah, okay, we can get the beans, red beans and rice from. Wow, rude. Gotta let them know what's up. They just walk all over you.
One lollipop? Two lollipops?
Who's this? Oh, it's the old lady.
Hi there, handsome. How's your day coming along?
Good. You're eating. Regain control of the lane. Yeah. Of course you're eating outside of the restaurant.
Zach, it appears to be closed.
Closed?
Let's come back during business hours.
It's friggin' 2 o'clock. Oh, they close at 2 and reopen at 5? Okay. Now, where's the crawfish place? I don't know that I have that on the map. Wait, no, that says that's the Melvin's moving truck thing. I don't know where I'm gonna find that thing at. Maybe the sheriff's department. It's sometimes outside of the hotel. I didn't see it
This
there.
town has a symbol. It's got to be that bridge hanging over the bayou. Lift bridges are truly a rarity. Reminds me of Duluth, Minnesota. Remember what happened there? That man went to such great lengths to collect his victims' tongues. You know, the one who would French kiss them every day as they slowly decomposed.
Glad we
As
get to
they
hear
drove
this
into the
dialogue
station
repeated.
after his arrest, he started lecturing me on the proper way to give someone a kiss. Anyway, back to
That ain't it. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, there we go. Still not sunburned.
Hold on.
I need spam. All the ingredients for a common sausage stuffed into a can instead of an intestine. Alright. We bought some.
Mr. York. Spam, huh? You a pot of meat kind of guy?
No, Melvin. I've simply gotten myself tangled up in a little mess.
Oh, I get it, Mr. York. The Lord hungers, right?
They give everyone the reverb on that, which is funny.
Yes, apparently the Lord is starving, and I'm a lamb with no sense of direction.
Everyone knows we're just being taken advantage of. Then it's pretty vague, just saying buy canned spinach from somewhere in town. That doesn't sound too promising. There's a vending machine in here. Might as well check it out. Should have perhaps looked at them more closely. I don't remember seeing canned spinach in a vending machine. That seems sort of memorable. If only, right?
What's the buzz, Mr. FBI Special Agent?
Weren't you just outside? Alright, still talking about the bees. More importantly, where's the spinach at? That's just drinks, damn it. Everybody freeze, hands up. This is robbery. Right, I'm robbing the sheriff's office. Takes a real man to do that. Unfortunately, that wasn't worth the long load time, which is another of this game's issues. Every time you go outside, it takes a while for it to load in. I feel like it would have been better. Probably both things would have been better if the town wasn't completely open. Like if it was sectioned off into, like, let's say even as few as like 4 chunks of the town. You just couldn't have like a big across town chase, which the game probably doesn't really need in the first place. But that would probably have a better frame rate overall and quicker load times. Almost fell down. I mean, we got vending machines marked on the map, I guess. Check that one, right? Might as well just go down the roads here. See if I can find me some spinach. From a vending machine outside.
Were you thinking about Galena too?
Sounds like a healthy adventure to me. I wonder if it might have a red icon on it, actually. Then again, maybe it wouldn't. Yeah, lollipops, cookies, and a donut.
Not a single can of spinach in sight, Zach. Let's try somewhere else.
Plot twist, it's actually in the drinks.
Not a single can. Let's try somewhere.
Also, I'm a bit sad we haven't seen any of the pickles yet. A staple of the first game. Straight ahead and then turn. Maybe it just wants me to check a number of vending machines.
Did you notice it yet? The streets in New Orleans were.
Then it will just give me it on the next one.
Undergoing maintenance. The city was built on a swamp, so the ground is soft. All it takes is some heavy rain to cave it all in. There were also a lot of places where large tree roots were pushing up parts of the asphalt and the sidewalk. Those bumps were dangerous even when we still had our car, remember? But this town is different.
Farm supply. That's gotta be spinach. Or not.
This vending machine. Let's move on, Zach.
Skip that one. Vending machine doesn't have what God seeks, is I think what he said. Next up, into the road here. Go all the way east and then curve upward. I feel like going back to the first game after this one, like playing it would feel like a treat.
Hey, want to talk about bridges? Why? I've become a obsessed with bridges, Zach, then there's no turning back now. Remember what we saw on our way here? Back when we were driving that hybrid car before we switched over to this.
Sorry, York. I will hear your bridge conversation at some point, I'm sure. Which one of you squirrels has the spinach? A lot of squirrels. A lot of hotel money.
Patty, what's that?
Oh, it's a dead squirrel that I punched with my bare hands. Ah, I got him. I pulled him back from the void. Did he still get my item, though? He might have. That's kind of funny. That's not a place for a squirrel to be. I can't even get that item. That's pretty cool. Gave that guy a sparkly windshield forever. What? Oh, you're dead. What? No? What? There we go. Yeah, he went to the other world. He thought he'd be safe there. He was wrong. Oh, shit. The legendary vending machine spinach.
Zach, we finally found our can of spinach. Look, Zach, even this vending machine is managed by Clarkson Food Delivery Services. But who in their right mind would sell canned goods in a vending machine in the middle of nowhere?
It's a good question.
I only hope that it's not expired.
Well, we're not going to be eating it, so... Not a huge deal. Now it's only 3 o'clock. I got cigarettes. Need it to be 5 o'clock. Get off the skateboard. Stop it, York. There you go. But these damned squirrels steal them all. That's enough. That's good. I mean, it's been a rough year. My options are limited. I'm way the hell over here. I think. See, I need to go. Actually, that's not very far. Not that far, honestly. All the way down and then turn left. We'll be there in no time. I'm still surprised that me getting hit by a car didn't damage the board at all.
But that's why we're here. To protect this peace. Isn't that right, Zach?
Like a bit of a rhythm to the skateboarding.
You want to talk about bridges?
Yeah.
I've become obsessed with bridges, Zach, and there's no turning back now. Remember what we saw on our way here? Back when we were driving that hybrid car before we switched over to the skateboard. We passed over the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway.
You asshole. Never gonna hear this bridge talk. Let's hit the guy again. He would have deserved it.
Hey, Zach. No, nothing. Just felt like saying that.
I thought maybe I'd try the bridge talk again, but no, clearly something bad's gonna happen. I will forego the bowling this time.
1 lollipop? 2 lollipops? 3 lollipops? Don't mind me, Zach.
But we will return to the lane and get an even higher score. Oh, they're doing Fire Festival 2? Perfect for 2020. I can swing you 200 full 3 days. Hey, no problem. We'll talk after stream.
The air out there don't feel right today. You feel it too, honey?
I think it's just the can of spinach I have from a vending machine here.
Oh, coming right up, honey. I'll put my heart and soul into it.
Oh God, what happened?
Alexis, could I have some red beans and rice?
Oh, my Lord. Sorry, honey, but no can do.
Of course there's problems.
We only serve red beans and rice on Mondays.
What? What? Come on.
That's a meal you eat when you're busy, like folks usually are on Monday. It's been a tradition here in Louisiana for as long as I can remember. Wait, honey, don't tell me. You're the type who does your laundry every day? Oh.
Tradition, Zach. This is it. The Deep South. Louisiana. We need to obey tradition here and come back on Monday.
How, like, arbitrary and long-winded is that? It's friggin'... What day is it today, anyway? Wednesday? That's pretty frustrating. That's some, like... That's beyond Shenmue bullshit. Like, now, you don't... More than just the specific time of day, you gotta be here on the specific day. Now, congratulations, you got, what is it, like 5 days to kill? For kinda no good reason? Hoping to get that. It's hoping to feed the Lord. That'll be fine, that can is airtight. So that's just gonna be me sleeping in the hotel room for 5-6 days, however long it is. We can break the skateboard. You know how, AMAC? I've been trying. That's some nonsense, though. Honestly, Monday. At least have it on 2 days, not one specific day of the week. I think what I'm gonna do is the other story relevant thing, which is going down here, I think. We'll get this started and then I'll probably call it there. Already gonna probably be close to midnight. Jump the bridge. I can't jump on the board yet though. I'm not sure how to learn that. I assume I will if I follow the story stuff long enough.
1 lollipop, 2 lollipops, 3 lollipops. Don't mind me, Zach. This is how I wake myself up.
Where is the bridge anyway? I'm gonna be... Oh, hold on. I'll see what happens. I do need to beat up more bees. I don't know if they are only in the cemetery or not. I feel like right now, since I can't actively jump, it's gonna just bounce off. Yeah, probably no luck so far. Wait, is there a gator down there? Oh, Jesus. But check this out. 100% skateboard. When the bridge is up. That'll probably do the trick. Hey, you eat an arm recently? Fight me. Oh god. Oh. Casually punching out a crocodile. Alligator, sorry. No big deal. Maybe it is a specific one, I don't know. $400. There's gotta be a limit on that, right? Money's actually when they traditionally do laundry and make red beans and rice.
Hey, wanna talk about bridges?
Where he did his research, I guess.
I've become obsessed with bridges, Zach, and there's no turning back now. Remember what we saw on our way here? Back when we were driving that hybrid car before we switched over to the skateboard. We passed over the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, the longest bridge over water in the entire world. Remember the sudden downpour that made it impossible for us to see the road? The rain was so torrential that we couldn't see more than a few miles ahead of us. I'm sure local drivers are used to that sort of thing. They were all going normal speeds. I bet that scene reminded you of a certain film, or perhaps a certain person. Violent City, 1970.
Ah, yes, of course.
I only ever saw it on TV when I was a kid, so I don't remember it very well. But I definitely remember that it featured a bridge, a long bridge. During the New Orleans part, that's the one thing I remember. That bridge must have been the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, and the film starred Charles Bronson. Charles Bronson. Charles Bronson.
Charles
With an
Bronson?
Amazing sound. You couldn't possibly find another man whose name matches his appearance so perfectly. Yes, of course I know that Charles Bronson isn't his real name. Charles Dennis Buczynski. That's his real name.
Buczynski.
He's Bronson. Period. Zach, what's your favorite Bronson film? Death Wish? The Magnificent Seven? Rider on the Rain? Or Farewell Friend? They're all masterpieces, but to me, his greatest work lies elsewhere. That's it, Zach. No wonder we get along so well. I don't care what anyone else says. His greatest film by far is 10 to Midnight, 1983, directed by J. Lee Thompson. There's no realism to be found in this movie, but that's what makes it so great. One might even call it a fantasy masterpiece. It was certainly filled with unprecedented fantasy compared to other police thrillers, that's for sure. You know, Zach, I'm suddenly getting the urge to watch it again. Let's hurry up and solve this case so that we can go rent the DVD.
Mandingo matches pretty well. It's true.
This is the Deep South. I feel it every time that molten hot.
I summoned a Patty. Am I on the right road for this? No, probably not. Big ramp. Yeah, just walk it off, it'll be fine. I'm a real skater now.
I feel it every time that molten hot sun pours down on me.
I don't think that would work out pretty well, trying to skateboard across that. How do I get in there? Oh, okay, here we go.
Zach, you're a coffee person, right?
Sure am. Swamp tours? Monday through Thursday, 1 to 8. Is 8 not quite? Well, it's about to be 6. Where's my tour, damn it? And I gotta ramp off that. Done a lot of skating.
If this town has a symbol,
I was like kind of interested in it, but never really did any of it.
Reminds me of Duluth, Minnesota.
Playing like the Tony Hawk Pro Skater as a kid. I was like, I want a skateboard. I can't ride this thing at all.
You know, the one who would French kiss them every day as they slowly decompose. As I drove into the station after his arrest, he started lecturing me on the proper
I'm expecting I'm just gonna kind of bounce back off of it.
They have a famous lift bridge there called the Aerial Lift Bridge. The lift bridge here is the first one we've seen since then, but this one looks a lot smaller than...
Yeah. That's unfortunate. Get half pipe? That sounds fun. What's up with this train car? Oh, frame rate didn't like that.
Okay, Zach. It's time to put our skills to the test.
Oh shit, here we go. We're gonna get the jump ability. We're gonna do what Meat Train could not. Oh, I see. That's the cutscene I saw. So this is also gonna introduce how we fix the board, I guess.
You almost had it.
Well, Zach, it seems as if we've reached an impasse.
It was almost the end of York.
I'm afraid we won't be able to proceed any further like this.
Lucari Tiger to DC Eagle? Is everything alright?
Hello, Melvin. Sadly, my darling just gave out on me.
Your darling? You mean...
Yes, that's right. My beloved skateboard. I know the chances are slim, but do you happen to know of any establishments in town that can repair skateboards?
I might know one.
Please, I hope this doesn't offend you.
Yeah, we just need that AMAC with like the board broken.
Neither Zach nor I would ever dare to assume that a remote country town like this would have a skateboard shop in it. But perhaps you have at least one eccentric who likes to tinker with them in their spare time.
I know just the person.
It just so happens.
Double bass player by night, trick master by day. God blessed her with 2 talents, and her name is Emma Sanders.
Emma?
That's right. She's Pastor Sanders' adopted daughter, and was also Lise Clarkson's best friend. Emma really knows her stuff. She's got tools and a mountain of parts, so I'm sure she'll be able to help.
I owe you one, Melvin. Zach, I never thought we'd find our very own skateboard mentor out here in the sticks. Let's head straight to Emma. What is it, Zach? Why didn't I just ask the sheriff to tow away the old cars? But isn't it obvious? I want to overcome this obstacle using my own strength. In fact, I want to soar over it.
Played this game, Zach. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. It gave me some ideas. Bones Brigade. Search for Animal Chin. Sounds pretty interesting. So that's what happens if I try to use the skateboard. Tony Hawk in the coffee. Oh, we're hoofing it. Good thing we have fast travel at this point. I guess we'd kind of have to. This old man is a skating legend. What's the closest one? Gotta kind of go up and around this place here. Get to run in York. Little Asian guy. Yeah, that sounds about right. Thankfully, we didn't have to run too far. Wait, I wonder when the shop will be closed. See what it takes to get the skateboard repaired, and if we can jump, then we'll probably stop streaming then. Or if I can't get it fixed just yet, then that'll probably mark the end of the stream. We'll be back at it this weekend. Play more of this weird video game. Got that Uber music. 7 p.m. Okay, we're good. We're good. $250 to get over there? That's a bargain. I gotta wait till Tuesday, a month from now. That bums me out about the red beans and rice thing. Maybe if it was tomorrow, meat train. Wouldn't be a 24-hour stream, but it'd be longer than the stream tonight.
Hey, Agent
But-
York. I feel like someone's in there.
But it's gonna be a multi-step sort of thing. Like I gotta fix it and then make a certain charm to be able to jump or something like that.
Let's go and see.
Tanya Hawk.
Huh? What do y'all want? I'm kind of busy here.
Hi there.
Nice hat.
Are you Emma?
Yeah. Who are you?
Francis York Morgan. I'm an FBI special agent. Please call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Agent York? So, what does the FBI want with little old me? I already told the police everything I know about Lee's.
Oh, the sun
Emma,
is...
I haven't come here to talk to you about Lise. Although I suppose it's sort of connected in a way. My darling is broken, and I need you to fix her.
You call your board your darling? I never heard that one before.
Oh, my darling shreds.
All right, I'll try and assess the damage.
You fix it? Or have to go find something
I replaced
for
all
you.
your trucks, wheels, and gave you some brand new deck tape. Also, you were missing a tail guard, so I put one on for you. That way you should be able to do a few tricks here and there without any risk of damage. Well, what do you think?
It's beautiful, Emma.
The wheels were scraped down and the base plate screws were all about to fall out. Oh, and the axles were also warped. It was pretty much in critical condition.
Despite being at 100%, you know.
Now, what I want to know is, how did it get that way?
Well, my car was stolen on my way here from Houston. So, I switched over to my darling and rode her here instead.
You know, you're crazier than you look.
Emma, would you mind answering another crazy question for me? I want to use this board to soar, literally. Would you mind teaching me a trick that would allow me to do so?
Let me get some sick air.
You mean you want to do a wally? Ooh, well, I'd be happy to teach you how, but it's too cramped in here. Oh, I know where we should go. You want to learn too? You sure? Seems like you're interested. Whatever. I know you're just gonna come along anyway. So you should at least learn the basics.
Alright. Skateboard course. Learn how to do a wally. Just bootleg Tony Hawk level, huh?
Okay, Agent York. Now we should have enough room to practice. I'll show you how it's done first, then you just practice till you learn how to do it, okay?
Pretty sick.
I gotta find all 5 letters of skate. Use kicker ramps. Press L to right timing. Access skateboarding courses from any special graffiti marks. Select all the flags before time runs out. Okay. All graffiti courses. We found one of those before. Oh yeah, skate time. Big transition. There's arbitrary coins. Whoops. I'm gaining money for this? Big air bonus. I know what you mean, AMAC. Not since the skateboarding in Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance has skateboarding been this fun. Look at me go. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely missing that. So I guess we're gonna be learning multiple tricks.
That was perfect!
Yeah. Thank you, Emma. I only learned that new trick thanks to your guidance. Now I'm sure that Zack and I will be able to reach our destination without any trouble at all. Thank you for assisting in the investigation.
Glad to be of service. If your board breaks again, or you feel like customizing it a bit more, just stop on by my workshop. I'm pretty much always there during the day. I'm also taking some time off school because of what happened with Lise. Skating and playing music are the only things that help me escape the pain of losing her.
Okay, bye.
Zack, did you see the expression on her face just now? She works hard to act cheerful, but she's yet another person who was hurt by the tragedy. Lisa's death is like wildfire, spreading embers of sadness throughout the entire town.
Very Twin Peaksy. Okay, incense. Skating's been unlocked. The love of skating. Might that be? Is that a... Might be like a board. One of them, that PlayStation board quest thing to do. Yeah, I'll be heading off soon myself, AMAC. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good night. Can I just jump anytime? It's weird that it's on L. Oh, I can't, huh? Also weird.
Hey, Zach. No, nothing. Just Phil.
Thankfully, this game has like a, you can turn it off. Wait, why am I at 98% now?
What do you think of it?
Now it takes damage? Wait, no, hold on. It's just a timed thing? I don't like that. That sucks. It's essentially like a gas meter.
1 lollipop? 2 lollipops?
You shouldn't like force
Don't mind
maintenance
me, Zach.
like
This is how
that.
I wake myself up.
Assuming that's what that is, right?
If this town has a symbol,
Maybe
it's
not,
got
maybe
to be
not.
That bridge hanging over the bayou. Lift bridges are true.
Yeah, okay. I think it only does that when you bounce off of something. Okay, that's okay then. That's fine. Where's a telephone? End of the road here. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the stream. We'll be back at this more this weekend.
It's got to be that bridge hanging over the
Continue this story, and then
truly rarity.
I guess sleep until Monday.
Remember what happened?
Since the game makes us want to
Man went to such
wait pretty arbitrarily. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight. Thanks for the bits. DP, thanks for the donation. Always very kind of you. I gotta go to the... Yeah, okay. I gotta get the rice and beans first. There will be things to do. I don't know that we took much of a chunk out of episode 2 yet, but... I mean, episode 1 just had those, like, 2 Oracle-type situation things. Get off the board, Jordan. Now's not the time for skating. Yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight, so thanks again for hanging out. And I will talk to you guys again soon.